Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the documentary Love Charlie, The Rise and Fall of Chef Charlie Trotter. And this film is from director Rebecca Halpern and focuses on the story of Charlie Trotter, who was one of the premier chefs who really revolutionized cooking, was part of that movement that brought cooking to television in a big way with like Food Network and stuff like that. Strong connections to Emeril Lagasse and Wolfgang Puck and Anthony Bourdain. And this film is well structured, it's well put together. You can tell that it's not made for a ton of money, but it effectively tells the story of this chef, giving context of where he came from in an efficient way. This film is very efficient. This is about 96 minutes. It goes through his life from growing up to becoming an adult to what he did to reshape what food was and what being a chef was, all the way up to his unfortunate health issues that led to his untimely and early death. And this film tells it in an effective, straightforward way. It's not going to wow you with its, unique perspectives and how it tells its story, but it does not shy away from its subject matter and its subject who, had his flaws. This is a man that had contradictions. There's one particular dynamic that the film highlights with Grant Achatz, who worked closely with Trotter, where they had this very tumultuous relationship, and it really painted these are the positive things about Trotter, but these are also the really challenging elements of his personality that made working with him challenging. It highlighted how his abrasive nature could be leveraged for his success, and it also showed where it started to lose him a lot of support later in his life, unfortunately when he was going through a lot of health issues. And it also shows like this man could be hard to connect with, but also somebody who put so much money into philanthropy that he wound up helping so many people. And there's a level of arrogance, but also skill. It was, it was arrogance that was earned because he really was that good. He did things that really shaped things and how he changed how things were done. And little elements like, having the kitchen table in a restaurant or all these different other elements. This is a really effective, well-told story that puts a spotlight on somebody who, we know a lot of famous chefs at this point, and I feel like Trotter kind of flew under the radar, especially today, and this documentary really helps shine that light back on his piece in all of this and how he has shaped what we know as food and cooking today. But those are my thoughts on Love Charlie. Let me know what you think and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.